Hi everyone, my name is Sam Hong. Have you ever wanted to wake up one morning and see the sun rise up and rise up along the side of the city and be able to feel the high winds brush up against you like you're on top of a mountain? Adrian Lupu from New York Times says, "You feel like you're on top of the world and you can conquer anyone and anything." One of my dreams and goals in life is to live in a place where I feel like I'm living in a loaf that's floating up in the city. That kind of place I want to live in is known as a penthouse. And tonight I'm going to inform you a brief history and the startup of penthouses, and then educate you on the architectures and the designs of these apartments and how a lot of them are quite similar to one another. And lastly, I will tell you that about the cost of living in one and some of the ways that you can still experience living in a penthouse without having to spend millions and millions of dollars. To start off, I'd like to tell you about how these penthouses came to be considered as modern luxurious apartments. According to Wiseby.com, penthouse was used to house mechanics such as controls for the elevator system, heating and cooling systems, and so forth. It was definitely not considered as a desirable real estate. The idea of creating luxury apartments on the top floor of a building was born in the 1920s during the economic uprise. The first penthouse apartments became very popular, and so almost every high-rise building came to have these high penthouse apartments. You're now probably wondering how these penthouses are designed and what kind of features they have. Penthouse apartment is located on the top floor of a high-top building. According to UrbanEdge.com, penthouses often come with huge private locker, elevator entrances, higher vaulted ceilings, fireplaces, jacuzzis, and endless pool for swimming. They also have oversized windows and, in contemporary luxurious towers, floor-to-ceiling windows that take full advantage of the glorious, often obstructed views of the cityscape. It is often on multiple levels and typically has large outdoor areas such as a terrace or a patio. Penthouses are luxuriously appointed with meticulous interior design and the finest fitting to the high-end appliances to the unique and costly floors. So all these descriptions and features that I've just described probably made you wonder how someone can live here. Based on the Nest.com, the average prices of a penthouse range from $1.3 million to $24.5 million, and that's just the average cost. If you want to rent, you're looking at about $45,000 to $60,000 a month, according to the New York Times Daily News. Though the majority of us cannot afford to live in a penthouse, we can rent one for vacation. They're fairly cheap. They're about $400 to $500 depending on the owner, and usually the owner is the one that rents out. Many popular vacation areas also offer penthouse rentals that are spacious, beautiful, and offer spectacular views. Today, we learn about the history and the features of a penthouse and how they're considered a luxurious place to live. I think that everyone should experience living in a penthouse, so if you have a bunch of money saved up and lying around, why not consider getting a penthouse? It will make you feel like you're on top of the world.